Imagine a car so powerful, so advanced, and so aggressively priced that it didn't just beat its rivals, it destroyed the entire Japanese sports car competition. Today, we dive deep into how the 2026 Toyota GT changed everything, shook every brand, and sparked a crisis no one expected. 1. The shockwave. One car, one earthquake. Let's start with a question. What happens when one car breaks every rule at once? Simple. The whole industry panics. That's exactly what happened when Toyota revealed the 2026 Toyota GT. It arrived like an earthquake. At first, people thought it was just another sports coupe. But the moment Toyota unveiled the performance numbers, the price tag, and the new platform, the entire Japanese auto industry realized something terrifying. Toyota didn't create a competitor. They created a market destroyer. This car wasn't here to play, it was here to redefine. And that's where the chaos began. 2. The power that didn't make sense. Here's the first big problem. The power-to-price ratio was insane. Most brands build sports cars with careful balance. Some give you good performance, but a high price. Others give you affordability, but okay performance. But Toyota did something no one expected. They gave supercar performance at a mid-range price. The 2026 Toyota GT came with a re-engineered twin-turbo 2.4-liter or 3.0-liter hybrid-assisted engine, depending on trim, making numbers that rivaled cars way above its class. Honda's performance lineup? Outpaced before it even began. The Japanese market has always been balanced. Each brand had its own space, but Toyota kicked down every door at once. No one could understand why a car at this price point was allowed to be this fast. It was like Toyota simply said, "What if we stop holding back?" 3. The design that broke the formula. Here's the twist. Toyota didn't go too futuristic or too classic. They blended both. The 2026 GT looked aggressive, modern, sharp, but still carried the soul of old-school Japanese coupes. It hit a sweet spot that almost no brand had managed to balance recently. Toyota simply delivered what everyone wanted, but no one got. This created another problem. Customers began saving their money. Why buy any other Japanese sports car when the GT was clearly superior? 4. The price that ruined the competition. This is where Toyota completely destroyed the market, because the 2026 Toyota GT didn't come with a luxury price tag. Mazda MX-5 RF, Honda Civic Type R, even some EV sports concepts. Suddenly, these cars looked overpriced, underpowered, and outdated. The Japanese market, once full of options, collapsed into a one-car spotlight. Dealers noticed it first. Customers walked in asking for one model, the Toyota GT. Everything else collected dust. 5. The technology jump that was too big. This is the part no one expected. A cockpit inspired by Toyota's racing program. Meanwhile, other brands were still using 10-year-old frames, engines developed in the early 2000s, standard suspension, old-school analog tech, minor yearly facelifts instead of true innovation. Toyota didn't upgrade. Toyota time traveled. This created a situation where rivals couldn't compete even if they wanted to. They weren't behind by a year or two. They were behind by a generation. 6. The brand reputation shift. Think of the last time Toyota was seen as the performance king. Not often, right? Japan's sports car crown usually goes to Nissan, GT-R, Fairlady Z, Honda Type R Legacy, Mazda RX Rotary Legacy, Subaru Boxer Engines Rally DNA. But in 2026, something unbelievable happened. Toyota became the hero of Japan's performance cars, and the villain at the same time. Customers loved Toyota for giving them something revolutionary, but rival brands suffered. It wasn't just a car, it was a shift in identity. 7. The domino effect, sales collapse for rivals. Here's where things got worse for everyone except Toyota. The sales chart started collapsing. Nissan Z numbers dropped. Honda delayed performance EV projects. Mazda quietly reconsidered its rotary sports plans. Subaru didn't know whether to respond or give up. Dealers started complaining that Toyota had broken the ecosystem. The market imbalance was now undeniable. The sports car world in Japan wasn't a competition anymore. It was a monopoly. 8. The consumer effect was expectations changed forever. Before 2026, a customer expected decent power, reasonable price, okay technology, good reliability. But the Toyota GT raised expectations to a new level. Now customers demand supercar-level acceleration, hybrid boost torque, aerodynamic innovation, premium interiors, racing DNA, advanced driver tech, affordable price. This is dangerous for rivals, because once expectations grow, they never shrink. Now every new sports car launching in Japan in the next 5 to 7 years must answer one question. Is it better than the Toyota GT? Most answers will be number 9, the hidden reason Toyota did this. Many people don't realize this, but Toyota wasn't just building another sports car. They were preparing for a new era where traditional engines, pure gasoline performance, and old-school sports cars are slowly being pushed out by EV rules and government restrictions. We're not giving up on performance. We'll reinvent it before anyone else even tries. Instead of waiting for laws to tighten or rivals to adapt, Toyota moved first. They created a hybrid boosted machine that fits future regulations and satisfies real driving enthusiasts. This early move didn't just protect Toyota's future, it put them in a position of power. Now every other Japanese brand is forced to chase Toyota's new standard, not the other way around. For the first time in decades, Toyota is leading the sports car evolution. And whenever someone leads, someone else gets crushed. Final verdict. Did the 2026 Toyota GT really ruin the market? Yes, but not in a negative sense. It ruined old strategies, old pricing, old technology, old expectations. But it saved the passion for Japanese sports cars by forcing the entire industry to evolve. Sometimes a market must break before it grows. Toyota broke it. Now the real question is, who will rise next and who will disappear forever? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe for amazing content.